right here in Conroe, Texas. And it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a non-profit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show, along with Richard Schischler, my sidekick. And he would just love to be able to kick me in the side, wouldn't you? Oh, no. Oh, here he comes. The mic is there.
If I'm your sidekick, can we just change the name of the show then?
What?
The Dick and Cindy Show? Well, don't use the word sidekick then.
Well,
it makes me feel more important on the show. So now that I feel more important, I'm be like, where are my naming rights?
Well, I mean,
where are they at?
No, we'll say Richard and Cindy. Cindy and Richard.
There you go.
Cindy and Richard.
But I put the show on, so I should go first. And plus, Dick and Cindy has a better sound to it. Rolls off the tongue better.
I don't think so. I can't stand to say that name. Man, I'm sorry. You know, your dad's Richard, right?
Sure.
Okay. Nobody calls him that, do they?
Call him Rick.
Rick. Okay. You're not a Rick.
No, I'm Dick. I'm Dick.
No. Well, no, sometimes you act that way. You just act your name. I said, don't act your name.
I don't mind. I'm human. I have flaws.
No.
Unlike you, you're perfect. I forget.
That's right. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, I'm perfect. Listen, I
want to apologize for starting late.
What?
The Cindy Cochran Show. We started late because somebody had to take a phone call.
Well, I was talking to my son.
Yeah, I know.
And so I didn't know what time it was, and I kept looking at you, and you're on your phone just.
Well, I told you, you know how I treat you. Like my way of treating you is I'm gonna let her figure it out, and everything. I'm gonna let her figure it out because she needs to be constantly challenged at this age.
True.
So I'm never gonna. I'll help you if you need help up the stairs, but you got to ask first.
Okay. All right, so I'm sorry. It's my fault. I took the phone call, and, if you see your son calling and he never hardly calls, I need to turn the phone off, don't I? See? I figured that out. Okay, good.
Here we go.
Go to red. Go. I did it. Okay, I've turned the phone off. So, anyway, this weekend, we had volunteered to be judges at the American Legion post in Willis.
406.
Was it American Legion?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It was written everywhere. All over their hats.
Oh, that's
buildings.
Right. Okay, we've had so many people with hats and
yeah, I know.
Different things come through here. You were confused too. We didn't know exactly we forgot the names of these people.
I didn't forget the names of the people.
Yes, you did. You said I can't even remember the name.
No, I never claimed I knew it. I was just like, I don't care. I'll read the email and I'll get it.
Well, because you said, was it Beth? And then after I finished talking to you, I thought, no, it was Kimberly and Rick. And then I remembered them. They were so sweet. Everybody was so sweet there at that place. They're just trying to be so accommodating.
Oh, it was a wonderful experience.
Yes, it was. And
you know what I loved was I was talking to Kimberly, and she's like, "Yeah, we usually have a lot more vendors, but with the government shut down, a lot of the services couldn't come."
Oh,
And I was thinking to myself, I was like, that's kind of funny, right? Like, since they weren't being paid, they wouldn't show up.
And it's supposed to be voluntary.
It's supposed to be like a veteran.
For
Yeah,
veterans.
I was just kind of, and she's like, oh, no, I don't think they're allowed to. I'm like, that's even weirder.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think if it's some passionate thing to help veterans, it's
right,
like, you know
because
what?
they're not getting a check either.
Yeah,
so.
it's like, but I'm only going to be there if I get paid.
Oh.
But they also
brother.
weren't allowed to come, I guess, when the government shuts down. They're like, no promoting. It's kind of like when that
Yeah.
Screen Actors Guild thing
Mhm.
happened, like no one could promote movies, and it's always funny to me. It's like, you're kind of going against your own job here.
Well, look, or answer me this. Since this is Ask Me Anything, I'm going to ask you. Okay, the government shut down. The IRS is certainly part of the government, right?
Well, I don't know exactly what's shut down. I don't really know how, like, what that ultimately affects. Because
Well-
that if I hear a shutdown, that means any federal building, like if I go to the Social Security office, is it closed?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I've never really needed government services like when they're shut down, so I don't really know what it affects. I know it's like payment stuff might be affected, like your
Well,
Medicaid and Social Security checks and everything might be, but I meant like the actual buildings. So if you go to like the federal courthouse, does that mean that's shut down?
so I'm not getting a Social
So-
Security check, and I'm not getting the.
Like I understand that. I know those things get shut down, but
but
more
wait.
of like, so are we not having court anymore? Are they not? Is the court open? The federal courts?
That I don't know. See, but I just wondered, would that hold up my getting the payback from the IRS that they owe me, the money they owe me? They're supposed to I'm supposed to be getting a check from them. So that means that's going to be delayed, I guess.
I have no idea. Yeah, see, federal courts do remain open during the government shutdown, but operate with limited staff and functions. Well, that's basically how they operate anyway, right?
Yeah. See if the IRS
It's interesting.
is sending out checks.
Yeah, I think they are till like a certain date.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think that date's done.
It's not entirely open. It furloughs most of its staff, but some essential services like processing tax payments and electronic returns continue. So, I mean,
What scares me is that I got a notice from UPS saying that they tried to,
drop off a package.
yeah. And so now to get that package, this is what you're going to have to do. And they go through this long thing. I'm going to have to go to the store and find out, what do you want me to do? I don't get it. I don't understand what you're asking.
It
me
should be
to do.
basic. You just go to the store that it says it's located and you got to go get it.
It didn't. So I don't know if it's scam or what it is because
We
they're
should've
asking me.
Just should have brought it here and I would have helped you. Probably would have taken you over there.
I've got it right here.
Let's see it. Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, it's on your text? Oh, that's probably fake.
It's
probably fake.
email.
Oh, it's probably fake.
So
Yeah. Here, I'll read it.
okay, wait. I have to.
But yeah, we went to the fundraiser. It was good. The food was really good.
Yeah, I mean,
I drank some pina coladas.
wait. Did you judge? What did you? How did you judge it? Because I had to leave the room because I don't know why.
Yeah, they were really strict. Those ladies, I told them, I'm like, you just like authority, don't you?
It's like they were protecting the nuclear codes or
Yeah,
something.
it
and
was funny to me.
You cannot.
I
tell
should have told them that
anybody.
you're my service dog. So I needed you to be by
I'm so glad you said dog. Thank you.
or animal or whatever.
No, don't call me.
Because when it came to desserts, I was like, I don't care. I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with desserts. Like, I don't need to.
And he left and didn't. Oh, and the desserts were so good, and you just had
Yeah,
this
but
little
I
teeny-
can't do desserts
spoon.
before I eat the actual meat. Like, I don't want to eat a bunch of
Yeah,
sugar.
but it's the meat. You only get like that big a piece every.
Yeah, but my stomach, I'm like, I don't. It's like eating your ice cream before dinner, and it's like I don't really want to feel like that right now, because you have to taste all of it. It's not
Yeah.
just like, and that's too much for me in the first place. So I was like, nope, not doing it.
Well, and they kept. Let's see. The beans were first, and you had 8
That was
sets
so funny.
of beans to eat. And they just give you a teaspoon, but some of them were so hot that was like
Oh, I burned my tongue. I just now almost recovered from
really
that.
your
yeah.
tongue, because you were.
And I looked at that lady like, I remember I was actually getting, I remember being upset with her because she was so strict.
Yeah.
And I want to say she was giving me a hard time for putting, like, because you have your spoon, but it was so visibly hot.
Right.
And you had to pass it on for the rest of the judges. So I was like, I'll just lay it right here
Right on the.
on a napkin or
Yeah.
something and just let it sit. And she was like, oh, you can't, you're not supposed to do that. And I was like, do what? Like, I can't just let it sit?
Till it cools off, and I don't have to
Burn myself?
burn my tongue.
Because
Well,
it was, I mean, there were a couple of them were real hot.
Yeah, but then there were 2 that were so good, but I just kept getting mixed up with a stupid number.
Oh, it was the funniest
then
thing
you're
watching
supposed
you.
to- I was struggling.
So to give people a visualization of what was happening, we're in this on this table, and there's like four judges or 6 judges. Something. I mean, just depending on what was going on. But I was always the last one, and so they start with the first one. They give him all like that's where the line starts, and they have numbers on it. So I was waiting the entire time, and the person before me was Cindy, and Cindy was eating each piece as if it was a 5-course, $400 meal,
I was hungry.
and holding me up. And I'm sitting there going like, after you take the food out of the box, you can pass the box. But you kept putting it over to your left. So I had to
Well,
finally, after like the 6th time you did it, I just reached over and grabbed it from you. I was
Wait
like,
a minute, you can't do that. I mean, she got mad at you for putting the food.
well,
on
I meant to taste
paper.
it. Like to taste any of the food, I had to wait for you, and you were getting stacked up. Like you had like 3 boxes, 4 boxes, and I'm
I'll
like,
take it.
and I'm
yeah.
like, hey Cindy, after you take it out, you can pass it. And
It was just like the
I
I Love
was getting
Lucy.
so frustrated with you. I was like,
The
come on.
I Love Lucy show that where Ethel and
It-
Lucy were doing the candy, and the conveyor belt kept bringing them, and they get stacking
I'm
up,
just
and
sitting
then they
there
were
looking at
hiding them
you.
and
I'm like, come on, pass the food. Let's
That's
get
exactly
this done.
what it got to be like. It was nerve wracking, And then I put the wrong. I mean that
Oh, how many times you put the wrong number with the wrong score, and then you didn't write it down, and I'm like, I go,
well,
I can't.
There was one. Wait, there was one there was
I'll be
one-
surprised if we're invited back
rib.
because how many times you forgot to write down a score
Okay.
after you turned in your sheet, and they're like, hey, this person didn't write this down. And these people are going to win trophies or win prizes, and it's like, oh, here we are. We're
And then
depending
that-
on Cindy Cochran over here.
Then that same strict lady would come over, and she just hover over me.
Oh yeah, and they wouldn't let you try it again.
Mm-mm.
That was weird to me
I know. It's like-
because you don't
it
remember when
was-
you ate that number. You're like, I don't really know, and they're like, oh, just write a number down. I was like, just let her try it again. Like they're all right there.
Well, the one that was the best, they said was number 1.
And you gave it like a 4.
And I gave it a 5. I gave it a 5. And then when they told me that, I
Oh,
went,
so
wait a
funny.
minute, let me change that. And she said, no, you can't change anything.
Yeah, that lady, I'm telling you, they were sweet. They were all sweet, but it's like
Yeah,
when
they
it came
were.
to the rules, I was like, really? Like, I was kind of perplexed a little bit.
Well,
But it
and
was
then-
for a good cause for the vets.
what
in
did
the
they
local
say
area.
when you went in there and said we're leaving? We have to leave early. Did you say it was my fault?
No, I just said we're not going to be here for the judge,
The
like
d-
the brisket, because I
Okay.
was. I
Because
needed to do that.
Cindy's,
Well, no, it's either that or I stay there and I just get drunk, and I was like, I'm not doing that right now.
You had how
'Cause-
many pina coladas did you have?
I don't know.
Just one?
It was like little baby cups. I mean,
Yeah, they're little teeny cups.
I
And
don't know. I mean, that's what the beauty of the teeny cup. You never really know how much you.
But I told the
I had
ladies,
a couple
I said,
beers when I hung out with some of the people, and then
Mhm.
it was such a nice day. We walked around and had a beer outside, and I was like, man, I wish I was cooking right now. That'd be so great. It's one of those beautiful days.
I wish I was with somebody else. I couldn't. It'd be so much fun.
No, I never said I wasn't having fun with you.
No, I was just like, you were thinking, I wish I could do this and that, and I wish I could be with somebody else. But
Well,
you were so
we were
sweet.
there. Well, the best moment of that whole day was,
What?
and I'll tell your listeners about this. Is so funny.
Oh,
So I'm on my way to the studio to pick up Cindy, who I instructed her, hey, just park in the garage. No one's going to be there. You're going to be fine. Just park in the first floor, and I'll pick you up right there. So you don't have to walk anywhere. You don't have to go anywhere. Well, little did I know, it was the No Kings protest day in downtown Conroe, and there were so many people, and they blocked off part of the – I really want to talk to the officer about that because they blocked off part of the garage.
yeah.
So I was like hesitant about going in because I don't want
Get in
to
trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble, and then especially picking you up. And I was like, I didn't see you anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, oh great, now I've got to find Cindy in this in this protest.
This massive protest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I just said screw it, I'll go around it. And so I went around it and went into the garage, and I was gonna park and then call you. But then next thing I know, like as I'm turning in, there's some lady wandering around the parking garage, just kind of looking at everything in the middle of the parking garage, and I'm like, oh, there's Cindy. There she is.
I just went to.
I know, but it was just like the most typical thing of seeing you because I was freaking out about this protest and you wandering around talking to these anti-Trumpers or whatever they're
Yeah.
King people, and I'm
and
like,
they could smell it on me that I was a Trumper. Yeah.
oh,
Well, it was funny because the police. There was one police officer who was standing up there, looking down,
Yeah.
watching the crowd. So I walked over there and walked up to him and I said, "Thank you so much for being here." And he said, "Oh yeah, no problem." I said, "Have they been have they been doing good?" And he goes, "Yeah, nobody started a fight or anything like that." And just
well, I mean, the
walked in.
Conroe protesters are not as rowdy as the other city protesters.
Well, they were loud.
Well,
They
yeah, they're
were really
protesting,
loud.
which
And-
which I kind of. I think the protesting on 105 is really funny to me because it is people are going 50 miles an hour,
Yeah, everybody's trying.
and it's just like I don't really know. I don't really get the effectiveness of it.
Right. And they have this big, a real big sign, and it says, honk to dump Trump.
Yeah,
Okay. So people see honk,
and they're honking.
and
Yeah.
and they see Trump, and so they're honking and honking. And so the people are just, going,
Yeah.
yay, yay.
Well, I
So
just know it was really funny to
hilarious.
me seeing all this, and I'm just like, just get in the car. Like I remember you were just I go just get in the car, and you like just kept walking around. I'm like, just get in the car. We gotta go. And my favorite moment of that
Uh-oh.
whole King's protest thing is as we're leaving, I look at your car, and it's not like really the only car in the garage, and you parked over the line.
I'm
And
not
sitting
good
there,
at
and
that.
I'm sitting there going like, "Come on, Cindy! Like you had all these spaces, and then the one you choose isn't a handicap spot, and then you park. When I say over the line, I mean like your tire was fully over the line, and
Well-
it wasn't even on the protected side. It was like you basically prevented 6 cars from parking normally because you're on the far like
I am
the
so
end of it.
I'm
So
so
everyone
bad.
would have to park like that.
How did I ever get even a license? But
But you had all the time in the world to correct it.
well,
'cause
I
there's
didn't know
no
if you
one
were
around
there.
you.
I didn't know if you were there. You were up on the upper level.
No,
or
why
whatever.
would I do that?
So I didn't know. But
But that was real. And then also my other favorite moment was you hanging out with those pot smokers.
you know what?
And she
you
put
know how this is lie. This means
he's
lie
hanging
in
out
sign
with them
language.
pot smokers.
This was his friend or somebody.
My friend.
Well, I thought
You mean the gentleman who came up to us while we both were there, and he introduced himself? Like, how is it my friend? You knew him exactly the same time as I've known him.
I didn't remember he introduced himself to us. I mean, I didn't know. I thought you knew him from some, because y'all were agreeing. He's saying, "Oh, I agree with that." Y'all were talking and like you knew each other.
Well, I'm never shy from a good conversation with a stranger, but to tell the folks what was going on is I towards the end of the event, I was like, I'm gonna have a beer. I'm gonna sit on that park bench right there. Like, I want to have a beer right there. That's what I want to do before we leave. And you're like, cool. So I get a beer, and we like go up and sit down in this really cool park. And there's a gentleman that walks up to go to his car, and he says, as he's getting to his car, he's like, "Oh, can I join y'all?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And next thing I know, he puts paraphernalia down on the table, and I knew exactly what it was, and you didn't know what it was, and I'm like, "This is gonna be great." Because Cindy's gonna have to encounter this, and that gentleman was hilarious. He told us all these stories about being a drudger of Lake Conroe. Really nice guy. What I love is when I told you what it was. You put your sunglasses on, and so you can imagine Cindy in all black, and puts her sunglasses on. So she's like, "Don't talk to me. I got my sunglasses on. I'm just gonna sit here and."
Try not to breathe in the secondhand smoke.
Oh, it was so good.
Of it. But no, I never. Did he ever light up? Did he light up?
Do you not remember him asking you for a lighter?
Asking me?
Yeah, he asked us if we had a lighter, and I'm like, "No, man, sorry, I don't smoke." And you're like, "No, I don't." And then he's like, "Oh, I found one." And it was like Christmas Day for the gentleman. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just so glad he didn't say, "You think you could take me up to the railroad track up there?"
Oh, no, he was a nice guy. He was a vet.
Well,
I can't believe you'd say that about a vet.
Huh?
He's a vet.
Well, I didn't say anything bad about him. I just was saying the way he...
Why'd you assume you wanted to go to the railroad tracks?
No, I was just saying, could you take me up to where the railroad track is? Like, that's the direction he needs to go in, where the railroad track was.
I can't believe you would say that about him.
I wasn't like he's going to jump on the train. I didn't mean that.
Oh, then what did you mean, Cindy? Why would he need to be taken to the railroad track?
Because he didn't want to ask us to take him all the way home. And so he said, if you could just take me up to the railroad track.
Even though he has his big old truck right there that he got in and dropped his books off or whatever he's dropping off.
I wasn't saying I was assuming he was poor and had no,
I liked him.
You liked him, yeah. Yeah, I could tell you liked him.
Well, I liked him because he used the restroom right next to us.
Yeah, but he did. Oh, that's right.
I was like, what the hell, dude?
I forgot about that.
Oh, that was so funny. He did. He's like, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. I'm like, all right. Next thing I know, he's walking behind us in the woods. Yeah. And then I'm turning around. I'm like, is this guy really doing this? And then he did. And then all his goats are right there. I'm like, look, he's got a show. He's got an audience for his.
He felt so comfortable with you.
He was good with you. Like, I think he was trying to hit on you.
Maybe.
You should have seen Cindy try to pick up a dude there. She was talking to all the vets.
What?
Yeah, you were. You were talking to everybody. I'm like, that's why I left you. I'm like, I'm done with this.
But that's what I do. I have to talk to everybody and tell them, why we're there and who's there. But I don't say, this is my sugar daddy, do I? You keep saying,
you're my sugar mama.
Sugar mama.
It's my sugar mama.
And I said, I told him to say I'm your sugar grandma, and you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't really appreciate that joke.
No, but Richard's so sweet, like, because he makes sure that I step down on the steps and I'm watching where I'm going and all that, just exactly like my family does. It's so sweet.
Well, you don't pick up your feet, and we were walking over rocks, like a rock road.
Yeah, and you said, okay, now we're going in sand. How do you handle the sand? Can you handle the sand?
I gotta grab the railing.
Yeah, I know. You were so sweet. So.
And then I also told you if you fell, I'd leave you there.
That I could.
It's a learning moment for
Cindy. Stay right there.
Yeah,
and I'll be back if I can find a policeman. But fine, no problem.
And what's funny about that is you didn't want to go back over there afterwards because it was hard to walk on.
Oh, the place.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Remember, I go, hey, let's go over there, and you're like, no, I don't want to walk over that again. And I'm like, oh, okay. You mean like the 30 feet?
That was far away from the
that
bar.
wasn't far. It was far away from the bar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not that I want to say the bar, but it was air conditioning in there, and it was.
And that
nice.
bar had no rules, and I loved it.
No rules.
Yeah.
Everybody was smoking.
Not even that. Like, my favorite, like, I'm sitting there talking to you, and then I see this guy bring a bag of, like, a liquor bottle in it, and he was just hanging out with a liquor bottle in a bag. And I don't know if he's drinking out of it. I was like, why does he have a liquor bottle here? And then I found out there's no liquor at the bar. So I think technically you can bring liquor in.
Well, I went and asked for a virgin colada.
And then they started putting all the pina colada stuff behind me.
Oh.
So, like, all the entries, I guess they didn't want to drink them anymore. So people brought their own canisters of pina coladas they put in. So they're just hanging out on the table. And I was like, this place is pretty wild. Like, you don't have to pay for drinks. You just bring your own.
Well, when I went up there and I said, can I have a virgin colada? She said, we don't serve liquor here. I went, but did you hear what I said?
Yeah.
There's no liquor in that. So why couldn't she have taken some coconut and
I was surprised they had soda.
Orange? Huh?
I was surprised they had soda.
They had Coke? Why?
Because they said it was beer only. So most places, like, they might have soda, like a soda machine or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
because I've been to a place where, like, you could bring your own liquor into it, but you had to basically pay this extra fee for soda to make like mixed drinks, things like that. But it was like a separate deal from the bar.
So you could bring in,
like, you could bring in like your liquor because they don't sell liquor there, and there's some places allow you to bring your own liquor in.
And so the things that you want to put in it are put with it.
Yeah, you have to. So they have a special way to get them. Like, it's not the normal. Like, you go to a restaurant and order a Coke, you got to buy a bucket or something, and
the
they
Coke
charge
was,
like $20 for like 6 Cokes.
Well, the Coke was in a can. It was a canned Coke. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised they had
You're surprised they had that. Well,
but that place is really cool.
I just wish that they took, after a certain point, people are hungry because they think they're at a barbecue.
Well, they were selling them over to the side.
Huh?
They were selling plates over to the side. Did you not see that?
No, I don't know when they started that. Like, they were waiting for the judging to
No,
go?
the post itself was serving its own sandwiches that you could buy for $10.
Oh, that's right, that little window.
That's where people were getting food, Cindy.
Okay, I didn't know what they were betting on, something or what. I don't. They went up to the window and the guy was.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was fun, and we. It wasn't, like, I was trying to buy something and trying to get something.
Oh, you didn't win a basket like I did, a mimosa basket.
And I turned around, and he said, "I'm going to go get my basket and something." And I turned around, and he had a basket about this big. He's holding it down like this, and it's like spread out. It's like huge basket of champagne. Was it champagne?
It was mimosa
Wine.
stuff, and then and candles.
And candles. And so
what was great about that was it's an auction.
This sounds like a Cindy thing.
It was an auction thing, an auction item, and when it said mimosas and candles, I was like, I'm gonna get that for my friend Katie, who is one of my best friends, and I was like, this is her little basket made for her. She loves mimosas and she loves candles. Little did I know, I didn't realize there was a bunch of Christian books in it, and so there's a bunch of books just scattered throughout it.
Well, that was good for her.
And
maybe she'll stop drinking and.
Oh yeah, because we judge people like that.
I'm
but
kidding.
what I was telling Cindy is later I'm seeing my mom, and I was like, "Hey, I got this basket in my car. There's books in it that are Christian books. You might like those. So just here's the basket. Just go through what you want, and then whatever you don't want, I'll just leave in the basket." And she comes and gets me, and she's like, "Hey, did you know there's wax all over it?" And I was like, "What?" And I guess the candles got so hot at one point, they just got all over the basket. And I was laughing. I was like, that's so funny. It's typical of, like, auction items where, like, they probably got it at another auction and just kept it in the garage. Never paid attention to it because you didn't see it from the top of it.
No, you couldn't see the top of it.
You couldn't see the wax, but it was everywhere. And it was really funny to me.
But that sounded like something. Maybe I'm rubbing
It sounds
off
like
on
something you would do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You would keep something in the garage that shouldn't be kept in the garage, and yeah.
I
But overall, it's a good trip. You missed the into the woods thing later that night. I wish I took a lot of. I didn't take any pictures of it. I wish I got at my.
what happened?
So it's a fundraiser for St. Luke's, and it was space themed. So like aliens and all that kind of stuff. So everyone was dressed to the nines. I had a little thing, ears.
Oh, that's
ears.
right. That's what you said. Well, where's the earrings? You said.
Do you want them?
Well, if your mom or your other friends don't want any.
Yeah, I'll ask my other friends before I ask you.
Okay.
But I can see like in those earrings. But anyway, yeah, that was like, so I get there, and they rented out the whole place. So Southern Star Brewery is just for this event.
Mm-hmm.
And they had those, I don't know what to call them, but those dancers who dance with ropes.
Yeah, remember that girl? Scarf. It's a scarf.
Is a scarf? Is that what it, I mean, it's kind of long to be a scarf. But I mean, this is high up. This is 2 stories high. This is how high they were going. And they were all wearing like one-piece glitter silver space suits, and they had green lights. And I'm sitting there going like, is this what's going on?
So they never like jumped on it and swung around.
Well, they did a bunch of little different, I mean, it was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But me being me, I'm like, this is creepy. Like, I'm just some dude drinking a beer, watching these girls climb ropes. I'm like, there's got to be something else to do here. So I was like, I'm just sitting there. And I was like,
did you not think it was masculine enough for you to
well, no, I thought I felt like a perv. I was just like, what else? Like, after you see them do a trick, you're like, I get it, cool. And then I walked around and I saw there's a tarot card reader. I'm going to try to get her on her show because it was a lot of fun. But the tarot card reading is really funny to me. I got my cards read.
That would be good. And say, how much longer does she have on this earth?
Well, she doesn't. Yeah, she right at the very beginning she said she doesn't do death. Oh man, there's 3 things she does not do. It's like something about death, love, and something else. She's like, I don't do this. This is like for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I got like the most boring cards ever. It was basically like we did the past, present, future card. So I had to draw 3 of them. And like my past was like the hangman, meaning like I have something in my past and I'm still hanging on to whatever. And then
I can't imagine what that might be.
And then the present one was I have my workload there's a lot going on, my workload. And then the future was, have a positive in finances or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, that's really boring. I want something more entertaining than that. And she started laughing. It was a nice lady. And she's like, but then again, these cards represent people who have it together. You seem to have it together. I'm like, little do you know.
Oh, boy.
Little do you know.
That was probably her worst
Well,
projection.
because what was interesting about it was the guy before me was in there for like 25 minutes.
Oh.
So I was thinking, and we literally had this conversation in under 5. And I was like, okay. Well, I guess that's it.
That is.
She's like, well, you can go deeper in the car because I was talking to her about it. She's really, if she gets on your show, it'd be hilarious because she's a lot of fun.
Oh, I'd love that.
But then again, like I can't really argue with these cards. I understand what you're telling me, and clearly that's like easily applied to my life. So yeah, that's.
But she had the ones with the pictures on it of the death. Okay. Well, Chad said. I was telling him I want to buy a car, and Paul, his friend Paul, went with me to look at them, and so I told him I decided I wanted to get a RAV4.
It's the hangman card signifies a period of suspension, pause, or necessary sacrifice to gain a new perspective. That was my past.
That was your past?
So I sacrificed something to gain a new perspective.
Very good. See, that was good.
Yeah.
That was true. It could be true with anything, though. So you're not supposed to believe in all that stuff.
I truly believe it.
You truly believe it?
I truly believe it.
I'm sure you'd go to the church of the tarot cards, right?
Yeah.
You would. I know you would. But anyway.
So you don't like, you're like really against that stuff. So you don't want them to be a guest?
No, I want them. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't say it. She said it's all for entertainment, so it's not.
Yeah. No, no, because I'd love to find out the background, why they do that, or how
It's fun.
how they get into it, and did they see a show or something like that happened. So, but anyway, like I'm trying to tell you. So Chad tells me, then, so what car do you want? I said, I want a RAV4, and he said, well, is that the car you want? What's the what car would you dream that you could have? And so I started telling him, and I said, but why do you want to get that? That's too expensive. He goes, no, just get whatever you want, because you don't have long to go. And do financing, and then it'll be fine. So I thought that was an interesting way to look at it. Like, just
Well, that's why I'm surprised.
finance
I'm
it.
surprised no one really tells you that every day. Like, you don't have that much longer. Just do what you want.
No, they do. They work
I-
into the conversation.
I think that's
somewhere.
why. I think that's what I said to you about the dessert judging.
Why? What did
Because
you
remember, I was like, you're not supposed to be doing dessert, Cindy.
oh, right.
And you're like, oh, well, I can take. If people don't know she's diabetic, so I was like, you should be doing that. And she's like, oh, well, it won't hurt. I'm like, I guess it doesn't really matter. You don't have that much longer anyway. So,
Well, it's like
and you
my-
enjoyed it too. And Richie brought you. Do you remember eating that with your hands?
What was my hands?
The or the apple cobbler.
Yes.
I was so surprised you did that because he this man, the commander there, Ricky, saved her more because I guess when y'all were judging, you loved it.
Yeah.
And so he just brings it to her. He's like, "Oh, here, I snuck this off for you," and you're so appreciative. And then next thing I know, we're talking, and you just scoop that baby out and just started eating.
Well,
and
he
I'm
didn't
sitting there.
bring me a
Well,
fork or
I could have
nothing.
gotten you a fork, but I didn't expect you to start scooping it out. I was like, this lady must be really.
Well, it was so good. It was just like an apple pie.
Yeah, it was
That's what it
just, it was
tastes
just
like.
the filling.
Yeah,
It
it was just the
wasn't- yeah.
filling, and then a kind of a crust underneath it.
Yeah, well, like a
That was
cobbler.
a wheat crust, but it was good. It was so
Oh,
good.
it was so funny. I was like, I was watching. I was like, really, you're gonna eat it right in front of me and just scoop it with your hands?
Here, you can have some.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening right now? That is so funny. But I do want to let your listeners know you have a guest next week, and we're
Yes.
looking to fill one more spot. So if somebody wants to be a guest, reach out to the station, irlonestar.com, so we can fill it in. I think Thursday we have a guest on Wednesday.
Yeah,
So, and this week, I don't think you're out for
Tomorrow.
appointments.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
the
you're out
dentist,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Okay.
And then Thursday I'll be back
Yeah.
if you want me.
I'll figure it out.
Okay, let me know.
It's day to day with you.
It's what?
It's day to day.
What?
It's day to day.
Day to day. Okay. You get in front of that mic and I can't read your lips. Okay. So anyway, first responders, we love you so much. Thank you for being so brave. You are our heroes. And we just want you to know that you need to call somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time. Call them and tell them how much you missed them. Okay? Call me. Call me. All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game